This video is to be used for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace individual research or licensed investment advice. Unique experiences and past performances do not guarantee future results. Trading stocks, options, and spot currencies involves substantial risk. There's always the potential for loss. Your trading results may vary. No representations are being made that any software or training will guarantee profits or not result in losses from trading.
Good afternoon, traders. I'm Daryl Richburg, and this is your market route for March 16th, 2007. In the news today, U.S. consumer prices increased 0.4% in February, led by higher prices for food, energy, shelter, and tobacco. Core prices, excluding food and energy, increased 0.2% in the same month. The 0.4% gain in the Consumer Price Index was a tenth of a percentage point higher than expected by economists. The core CPI came in as expected. U.S. industrial output rebounded in February, led by higher utility output because of colder than average temperatures. Industrial output rose 1% in February, the biggest gain since November 2005. Capacity utilization rose to 82, the highest level since September. Hit harder by higher gasoline prices, a weaker stock market, and news about real estate foreclosures, consumer sentiment fell in February to the lowest level since September. The Reuters University of Michigan Consumer Index fell to 88.8 in March from 91.3 in February. The decline was exactly as expected by economists. Attitudes about the current economy fell to 103.6 from 106.7 in the same month. The expectations index dropped to 79.3 from 81.5. Cisco Systems announced that it has agreed to acquire the online meeting company WebEx Communications for about $3.2 billion in cash. Cisco, the leading maker of routers and switches that direct data over computer networks, said it will pay $57 per share of WebEx. That represents a 23% premium over WebEx's closing price of $46.20 Wednesday on the NASDAQ stock market. JetBlue canceled 215 flights because of a winter storm on the East Coast, aiming to avoid the days of cancellations and criticism that followed the storm last month. The cancellations affected about one-third of all JetBlue flights. More than 200 of them involved flights to or from New York's John F. Kennedy International Airport. Workers at Airbus plants in France, Germany, and Spain planned strikes and demonstrations to protest the aircraft makers' plans to cut 10,000 jobs and spin off or close 6 European plants. Earlier this week, an Airbus labor union representative said its members at all of the company's French and German plants would stop work Friday, while in Spain, 9,000 workers at Airbus's 3 factories and other sites owned by its parent company. Shareholders of retail pharmacy operator CVS Corporation voted to approve the proposed acquisition of retail pharmacy benefits manager Caremark Rx, Inc. The approval from CVS shareholders is the latest development in the battle for Caremark and comes the day before Caremark shareholders are scheduled to vote on the so-called merger of equals. Nearly 92% of the votes cast were in favor of the CVS and Caremark combination. Until next time, this has been Daryl Richburg with your Market Route.